Alright, y'all. So today is Tuesday, September 24th. Another day trading in Nasdaq. Let's get right into it. So today I didn't actually take any live trades just because I don't know if you guys can see the change of scenery, but I am back in Montgomery, Alabama. I drove all the way from Atlanta this morning and I was just extremely tired. And I just said I'd rather play it safe than sorry, so I didn't wind up actually taking any trades. But I did. I was in the market. I just didn't take any live trades. I think I got into a trade and just wound up closing because my head just wasn't in the game today. So yeah, but we still gonna get better every day, and of course, forward test our setups that we did see that had some type of a setup that would align with our system and has some type of promise. So let's get straight into it. All right, I'm back on my good laptop, so hopefully we don't have any problems. My mom got a lot of junk around here, so I'm just trying to get my space set up. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so going to my 4-hour chart, right? Today, let me just take all this off, except for the highs and lows and stuff. All right, so looking at the 4-hour chart today, we can see that it really wasn't much of a trend going on. I mean, it's kind of a downtrend, but we're really just inside of this range right here. These are my 4-hour key levels. No supplies, no demands, nothing crazy really popping up on the hourly levels. Go down to, that was a 4-hour. This is the 1 hour. As we can see, no real crazy demands or anything like that forming or nothing showing. We're just really just inside these small ranges. So that's what I was looking at. Let me go back. I'm sorry. Yeah, so we really were just in these small ranges at 9 o'clock. Nothing too crazy that we were looking at, and I didn't have a bias for the day. Basically, I know I'm talking in circles, but I'm just getting to the laptop, so I'm trying to get locked in. But anyway, on the hourly levels, there was nothing that we really saw that was of any significance. So yeah, all right, this was 9 o'clock. Yeah, just stuck inside the range. So y'all already know. Go down to my 30-minute. Nothing crazy on the 30 minutes to even pay attention to. Nothing crazy on the 15 minutes to really pay attention to. It was a 15-minute supply right here that I wound up going down to the 5-minute and actually scaling into. So of course we mark London's highs and London's lows. So London's highs was right here, London's lows was right here. One thing I noticed that London session created a supply zone, and I also noticed that it created a demand zone. So we were in between a good supply and demand area. And today we had news at, let's see, what time did we have news? I believe 8:45. Everything's just an hour behind in Alabama. So was it? Okay, it was 9. So we had news today at 9 o'clock. So market opened at 8:30. Of course, I wait until like 8:40, 8:45, 8:50. It should take my trade. But today, since we had news at 9, I'm just gonna wait until after 9 o'clock, right? So let's go ahead and fast forward. At 8:30, we can see we had a beautiful supply setup to go ahead and play out. We came into that area, tested it, boom, and the supply wound up playing out. But that didn't have nothing to do with me, just simply because it was before news. But we can see how everything wound up playing out. So at 9 o'clock, this is the news setup that formed, right? We see the supply setup came and worked out beautifully. We see we broke through this demand level and we broke through this level of support. So now my bias is flipped to a bearish bias for today, right? These are my criterias that we should know by now. Right here, we have our run on London's lows. So that's our liquidity run. Step 1 marked off. All right. We also have a break of structure right here at London's lows. So I'm going to double up this level, double up. All right, I stacked it real quick, so I'm just talking out loud so you know what's going on. We got our breaking structure right here. We got our liquidity run on London lows. All I'm waiting for now is a valid break and retest of a key level or fair value gap, and we have a fair value gap and a key level at the same place. So what do you know? It's on 9:10. News is already played out. I'm like, all right, bet we can get in at this breaker candle. And since the candle closed right here, the breaker candle was basically like right there. You could have went to the bottom, but it really was right there. Let me take that off. And I usually aim for 1 to 3, but this being that the market had already dropped so low, and yesterday's lows was right here, it just was a really safe target, 67 pips. And as we can see, the market came all the way down. I thought we was just going to go ahead and tap. So I'm not going to lie. I got nervous and I kind of got out of that move. And that's when I was just like, I'm not going to trade today. I got out of that move. But if I would have had a little bit more patience and just waited like maybe 5, 10, 15, 20 more minutes. We see my 1 and 2 got tapped at 940. And overall, that was just a beautiful setup. It was supposed to be like a $500 move, but I just got out of the market early today. I was tired. I got a lot of stuff going on in my personal life, so I didn't want to take any chance in revenge trade and emotional trade. And I even wound up losing 42 cents today. So we're supposed to be up. Well, we're supposed to be at break even for the week now, but being that I didn't trade today, we're still down 260 on this account. Good thing is I did not overtrade today. Didn't break any rules today. It didn't exceed my max loss limit. So even though we didn't make any money today, it's still a win. And I'm still coming out making my content and showing up and getting better. So it was a pretty nice day if I must say so myself. We're just gonna run through it one more time. 830 supply setup is playing out beautifully. We got all of this internal liquidity to fill. We fill all of that at one news candle, break below. Break structure at these lows right here. We take out sell side liquidity. We break London's lows. We come down. We create a fair value gap. We fill that fair value gap in. Break a candle entry right at the 4-hour resistance level, liquidity resistance. So this was a 4-hour liquidity resistance play action break and retest, and this is our break and retest right here. Our break and retest is right here. We see we got that strong rejection wick that we love to see. So that's our hourly key level break and retest. And let me go ahead and highlight the rejection wick. So yeah, beautiful setup today. I wish I could have taken it, but I'm just proud of myself for having enough discipline to know when I'm in the right mind to trade and to not trade. There will be more setups, so I'm not gonna cry over spilt milk. I'm just glad that I'm building conviction and understanding that my system does work. Some days we're gonna win, some days we're gonna lose, but trusting my system and just going with what the market gives me. So yeah, that would have been a nice move to take today, but we'll just show up tomorrow, take another trade, and see how it goes. But yeah, that was my trading day. I'll see y'all tomorrow.